you and I watched a movie the other day. Last week we talked about how we watched Tootsie, but this week we were a little more on brand. We watched a movie called Catnip Nation.
We did indeed. It's on Amazon Prime, so people can watch it there. And it's a documentary about people who feed cat colonies, and it was really very touching. There were these kind of in-depth portraits of just these people in different places, and they're just regular people. Most of them were a little older. They loved these their cats so much at these colonies, and they really stuck up for them so hard, and they went to so much trouble, and they were so vilified by people and by local government and by there's usually just one or a couple of people who hate cats and can cause so much trouble, and they fought and fought, and it was very moving, and the
Hmm.
cats were gorgeous, and it also in the context of these stories, it kind of instructed people about how TNR, trap neuter return, works. But it wasn't like a straight out documentary, like this is what you do, and then that's what you do, and then the cats do this. It was more organic than that. It was just very moving to see all of these people who care so deeply about their kitties.
Yeah, I liked the personal narrative aspect, the history of the people, bringing in some of the things that they've struggled with and how they've all kind of come eye to eye on this issue of cats and how they have been so marginalized by so many people in their communities because they like to feed them or do TNR, like you said. And it's compelling. I recommend that people watch it. And I wonder, we were watching this, of course, from opposite sides of the country using the Zoom screen share link. And I do wonder how these people are doing now in the midst of COVID, and if it's even
I
impacting
don't
them at
know.
all.
I'm not. I was thinking that too. It is something you do in a very solitary way, and you do it outside. I imagine a lot of them are carrying on. And one point that they made that I really loved is that when there are just a few of them, they were seen as total eccentrics and
Mm-hmm.
weirdos. But as they pointed out, as it became more and more people started doing it, it just becomes legitimized. I mean, it is how everything changes, isn't it? And more
Right.
people were willing to stand up for cats, and more people were willing to go to the city council hearings, and they didn't feel like they were being weird because they had a community. Having a community is so important. I guess the community aspect would suffer to some extent during COVID-19, but I hope these people are able to continue feeding even now, because I'm
Yeah.
sure not only is it absolutely crucial for the cats, but I'm sure it was clear that it brings people so much comfort to be able to do this to help these kitties. You know,
Yeah.
it's such a decent impulse in people to want to help animals.